The Raptors, they are lurking in all of this. But the Raptors were one that you have been high on since Kevin Durant decided to request a trade. Why?
I've been saying for a week, my first phone call, if I'm Sean Marks, is to the Toronto Raptors to see if I can get Scottie Barnes. Because all I'm doing is I'm canvassing the league for the best under 23 players in the league and looking at what teams have them and what teams can trade them and other stuff to me and have enough left in the cupboard for Kevin Durant to look around and say, okay, I can still win here. Scottie Barnes, number one on the list. Depending on what else Toronto would have to throw in, Kevin Durant could walk in there and have OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, Precious Achiuwa, Chris Boucher, on and on. That team would be the favorite to win the title next year. Parting with Scottie Barnes, yeah, that would be painful. They might not do it. It might be even a hard no. But you don't get Kevin Durant without Scottie Barnes. I don't think they have a package that's not Scottie Barnes-centric that gets them Kevin Durant.
Well, the thing that I like about this, to Zach's point, and again, you also look at the franchise and the people that are running it. You look at Masai Ujiri. Masai Ujiri was also the person that was a part of the Carmelo Anthony trade leaving Denver. So he sent him to New York, got a ton of pieces, got all that, really helped rebuild the Denver Nuggets, losing Carmelo Anthony. And then the other side about it, Masai Ujiri is also the guy that traded DeMar DeRozan out of there for a one-year deal of Kawhi Leonard. For a 1 year, you had DeMar DeRozan under contract for multiple years. You had one shot, right? You could get Kevin Durant for 4 years. Are you kidding me? Scottie Barnes? I'd send Scottie Barnes, like his dogs. I'll pack them up myself. I'll send everybody gone. I'm sending a car. I'm paying the rent. I'm getting Scottie Barnes a private plane. Scottie, I love you. Congratulations on the Rookie of the Year. But I'm getting him everything to get. And I'm not saying that as a negative sense. I'm saying it's like, look at the guy that you're going to be dealing with. Musai's been a part of these blockbuster trades for superstars over the past, and we talked about Carmelo, we remember that. We talked about Kawhi, and here we are talking about Kevin Durant. I would not be surprised if this one is one of those ones that Masai's like, I've done this before. Shoot, I've done this a couple of times. If he's willing to let go of DeMar DeRozan for Kawhi, Scottie Barnes, that's collateral damage for Kevin Durant.
Ooh. I hear what RJ is saying, but the exact point he's making is the same thing that can be used against him. He just said the Raptors traded Kawhi Leonard for a year, right? And he said you get KD for 4. But that's actually the problem just as much as the solution. Because Kawhi Leonard was able to be traded on the cheap because he only had 1 year left and they figured he could leave after that year. So they only really had to give up DeMar DeRozan. They still had Kyle Lowry, they still had Fred VanVleet, they still had Pascal Siakam, and they still had a bunch of other pieces to put around Kawhi to make that work because of the threat of him leaving in free agency, and they weren't even sure if he was going to play out that 1 year. They didn't know how bad his quad was. They didn't know how motivated he was. So it was a risk. It was a very big risk, and it paid off. With KD, yes, you're locked in for 4 years, but would that trade still be worth it? Because you're going to have to gut your team in order to get him. And Kevin Durant isn't getting any younger. Are you going to be able to replace guys like Scottie Barnes, Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, if they're included in the trade? And knowing the Nets, they're probably included in the trade. Those guys are going to be hard to replace in order to put talent around Kevin Durant. And if Kevin Durant is in Toronto by himself, he could just request another trade, and then you're back to square one. It's going to be another big risk for Toronto. The last one paid off. I just don't see this one paying off. You can get some deep playoff runs with KD, absolutely. You can find other pieces to work it in and make something happen. But if you're looking for a championship like you got with Kawhi, I don't think the answer is with Kevin Durant. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Also, we are giving away this muscle shirt. You can get it in your favorite team. All you have to do is click on my channel, head over to the community tab, and it is the latest post. The instructions are on there to enter. You don't want to miss out on this. It's super easy. It takes 5 minutes, and who knows, you might just win. Our last winner was pretty surprised. But that is all I have for this video. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more NBA content just like this, and I will see you in the next upload.